my God!
A kick out!
What the hell is this? Oh, God!
Oh my! Push canceler!
Unbelievable!
Has been an absolutely brutal display.
Oh, my God!
That was freaking insane!
Make yourself famous!
Talk about a high-risk maneuver.
What?
The new champion!
Welcome, everyone, to the latest edition of the UCT Live podcast. I am Drake Stacy, joined, as always, by the Wigman Max Mercury, and today we are covering PWF Sobre Limite from the return week. At the time of this recording, as of right now, the UCT week has officially closed. Just want to take a quick second to give a shout out to every single person
Round of applause.
who created a show, created a video, created content this week. To all the people who tuned in to all of the shows, whether you were a returning viewer or if you were brand new to UCT, we appreciate the time that you took out of your days to watch these shows and the hard work that went into it. And I can definitely say this was a hell of a week and a big success. So,
100%.
Yeah. So this was great. And again, just wanted to take the time. Thank you all so much for a hell of a week. Here's to 2022.
And now time to rip into shreds this show.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I love you, man.
Yeah.
Dalton might not be kidding.
He just turns it on. He just turns it off. Like he hears that,
like I'm out. Unsubscribe.
Flips the table. Breaks.
It's only a matter of time till we piss somebody off with these.
Yeah, but eventually it'll happen.
Eventually.
Don't know if it's going to be on this show, but we'll see. All right, so back to the matter at hand. Like I said, we're going to be reviewing PWF Sobre Limite. If you have not checked out the show, link is in the description below, as always. Just overall, I like to start with overall thoughts.
Yeah. I will say, like, just right off the bat, this wasn't like my favorite show for PWF. At least, I think the general consensus between you and me is that like we haven't really seen the best from Manny lately. Like I liked Verano de Escandalo or Summer Scandal, which was the last CPV, but I don't think it's up there. It hasn't been like the quality hasn't been up there since like Lucha Mania.
Yeah.
No.
Lucha Mania was.
It's like something's off. Like something's up with the water. I don't know. It's like.
Yeah. Lucha Mania for me was. I mean, I've touched on it before, and it was just really long.
Mm-hmm.
It was really draining toward the end.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude, but that's just how it felt. And since then, I do agree. It's been a little weird.
I will say he is one to at least take the constructive criticism because, like, he knew we all like thought Lucha Mania 3 was very long, which is why he split his last CPV into 2 nights, which I think helped it out greatly.
I think big cards like that in general now
should be 2 nights.
Yeah, because like you get like a big show that has like 12 or 14 matches on it,
or 26.
And hey, we all make stupid mistakes.
Gotta get that dig in there.
If you haven't watched OCW WrestleMania 1,
if you have an entire day free,
if you've got 5 hours to kill for semi-decent wrestling, you've come to the right place. But yeah, if you got a big card like that, it definitely benefits it to split it up into 2 shows because it allows every match to get its own time, and you don't feel like you've just sat there through like a movie, basically. So, but yeah, this show was fine.
Yeah, it wasn't like like a trash or bad. It was just
No,
fine.
just yeah,
Had
just a
problems, but it wasn't like a bad experience.
yeah. All right, let's get into it then.
Mhm.
So this show opened with. Do you know how to pronounce her name? Bargain.
Baragan, I think.
Sure.
Yeah, leave the Spanish names to me. We don't need
Don't
just
need
to save yourself the trouble here.
don't need upstate New York white
Yeah. You can't say
guy.
the next name though, so
I can. That's
mhm,
pretty fucking easy.
mhm,
But she comes out. The promo was hard to read for me
mhm.
because it was white text on a white ring on a
Yeah.
white belt. And it was like, I can't read this. I
Mhm,
don't know what you're saying. That's why like it's always good when you're doing when you look at that, change the text color
yeah.
to like I do like a black.
I do just straight up black.
I do black, or sometimes if that doesn't work, I go for like a red.
Mm,
Sometimes even a yellow will do
mhm,
pretty good, but like something that like a bright color
yeah.
sometimes works as well. So this would have benefited the
Mhm,
promo would have benefited here
yeah.
just in the different text
Mhm.
color.
And
So
and even if you don't want to change it, at least place it somewhere else. Because usually I like to put it like at the top where it is like usually it's dark, so the
yeah.
white stands out. But like
Yeah,
putting
just
at the bottom where it was all white, it didn't work.
yeah. So um but anyway, um she calls out Sue for a
Mhm.
match. And I love seeing the old school like
Yeah,
2K14 Sue
I love
design.
seeing I love the 2K14 designs of cars more than any others besides maybe 2K19.
It's
That's
the
because
nostalgia.
yeah, honestly, like it really depends on the car. Because like anybody who debuted back in Gen 1, like I love those versions more than what they are now.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
some new gen cars actually look really great in 2K14. So
Yeah.
mhm.
So that was cool because Sue wasn't signed to
No,
PWF until this point, right? I don't even know if she's fully signed now, to be honest with you.
I
I
wouldn't be
don't
surprised if she is, considering how this match ends.
right.
Mhm.
Um so that'd be cool seeing
Yeah.
her more on PWF TV.
Mhm.
Um eventually they had the opening match for the Amazonas Championship.
Yeah.
Um
It was
this
a fun match.
match it was good until the end.
Yeah.
I didn't like the end. It started to drag on.
Mhm.
Um say her name. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Baragan.
Thank you. She kicked out of two finishers
Uh,
of Sue's, and I didn't like that. Like
mhm.
first one, okay, fine. Like you're the champion. You're supposed to retain here. But a second one, you've already buried Sue's finisher on her first match.
Mhm.
So you already have to rebuild that. And
Honestly,
then
oh no, no, you go. You finish first. You finish your thought.
I mean if this is I'm moving on to a different like
Oh, I
thought.
will say though, I think this. I'll say it right now before. But I think this show would have worked better as like a mega episode of Instinct rather than a CPV.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel like this like DQ finish would have worked well like on an Instinct because I think we all know it's probably gonna build to a rematch, which I think the finish was the right call because I feel like beating Sue just right away, because Sue's like has like a high status among all the female cause, so
Mhm.
just beat her like that would have been like okay, but since we're treating her as a big deal that like the champ had the cheat to
Mhm.
keep her title. Like I like that. I just feel like the placement of this match and where it happened is like the cons for me.
I mean, Sue herself has that legacy to her name
Yeah,
as just being the longest tenured
women and
UCT woman
hmm
since
2013.
20. Yeah,
I
exactly.
think I think actually 2012. 2012 is when
Sheesh.
she showed up, and then like 2013 is when she started wrestling because that's
Yeah,
when Blow introduced his women's division.
Yeah, so she's been the UCT girl.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to hold her up here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this would have been better if it was just
Mm-hmm.
instinct. I for sure agree. I didn't think about that until now, but I do agree. Who was the woman in green?
Honestly, I don't know all of the women's division entirely, and that woman, like, I don't know her name, but I know she's kind of like the sidekick to the champion.
Okay.
I
I
don't
had
remember her name, but like she's kind of like supposed to be like the secondary who kind of just helps and cheats for the champ
okay.
or interferes.
I had no idea who this was.
Mm-hmm.
And when she came out, she tried to interfere like 3 times and it failed 3 times.
Mm.
Like she went to like hit her, she went to hit Sue off the top rope and Sue dives on top of her or on top of her opponent.
Yeah.
And then there was like another failed attempt later. And then this match, she just gets in the ring with a lead pipe and just starts, or like a kendo or something, and just starts attacking her. And the match ends. I was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't, I didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
So over like the match, the match started off really good. Just the ending just sank it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next we got the tag team title match. Wolfpack versus Swed. This was fine. It just
Yeah.
suffered again from too many finisher kickouts,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah,
That's really all I have to
that
say.
whole finisher kickout does really become apparent throughout the whole show. It's hard to like does I'm not too familiar when it comes to Mexican style wrestling, and I don't know if there is like just that many finisher kickouts in general. But like not taking that into account, I'm not a fan of the finisher kickouts either. But I don't know if that's just like something that's like inherent to Manny because of like the style over there. It's like
No
I don't
idea.
know. Yeah, it's something I have to look into, but like not taking that into account, it's could dial it down a bit.
Yeah. Like, because again, like you have to, when that move gets hit,
Mhm.
like whatever move it
Over.
is, should be over.
Yeah.
The kick out, the art of the kick out of a finisher should come in that like high stakes, high profile matchup, not the second match over the limit.
Mhm.
Like, no. The Wolfpack do retain here via submission. Does Sean Avery have a submission finish?
I'm
I've always
not
known him
sure.
just to have package pile driver, but he won with like a
Mm.
vice almost.
Oh yeah, I think wasn't it like I don't know why, but I infamously called it like was it like a cross arm bar or something?
Yeah, something where like the arm is like this.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It looks cool.
I don't mind. I just didn't. I thought he would
I
just
didn't.
win package pile driver.
Yeah, I will say in relation to the women's match earlier, I found her name. The sidekick to the champion. Her
Okay.
name is Sandy Martinez.
Okay.
So that'll be at least something you can say. You're good. No worries there.
I think. Yeah. I think I got that one at
Yeah.
least. That's for sure.
Mm.
All right. Next we got an in ring with you
Oh yeah.
and Mart.
Yes.
Which one of you called the other one out?
I called him. No.
Whatever.
I think Mart. I don't remember.
So, regardless, one of you calls the other one out. Come to the ring. You're talking back and forth. Mart wants another shot at the Mexico title.
Yes.
You basically tell him no,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "I'll
oh,
put my career on the line." And I was like, "Wait a
okay,
minute.
I found it. It was Mart. He's the one who called me out.
Okay, you put your career on the line for probably the lowest tier mid-card title.
Well, it's like it's up there. It's up there.
Really? Like,
Yeah.
because like the cruiserweight title is its own division. The hardcore title is its own division.
Yeah.
Then you've got the one belt.
I'd say it's higher than the
cash
Latin
in.
American title, for sure.
All right, fine. Sure.
It's like an IC title, if anything.
It's not as high as the one where it's basically the money in the bank all the time title.
Yeah.
So whatever. It's still middle of the card in terms of like its importance.
I'll let my pride take a hit. Okay. Yeah.
But it is.
Yeah.
You're a champion. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You're putting your career in PWF on the line for that. I would understand if it was the one that could get you to the world title or the world title, but I didn't like him putting his career up for this. For me, anyway, I didn't care for that. I wish it would have been. I think if you're going to go in that direction, go in the similar direction that BCW did, where if Victor lost this match, he couldn't challenge for the All-Star title. Like, don't put the career up. Just like, if I can't beat you this one more time, then I'll never challenge for this belt again. And then Mark can go off and do something else if he loses.
Yeah. My nitpicks, or some of my nitpicks, was that I would have loved this match more had we gone a build to the career on the line.
Yeah.
You know? Like, had we just gotten another match and then Mark loses again, he's like frustrated. He's like, damn it, I can't keep losing to this jackass. You know what? I will put my career on the line next pay-per-view. And then I'm like, you know what? You gotta like at least give it time. I think because it was just like that, it's like, oh, okay, Mark's career's on the line just out of nowhere. I did not like that.
Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah.
This match again suffered from too many finisher kickouts.
I'll be real. That vertebraker has been kicked out of since the very beginning.
Bro, like that move should finish it. Like, you're coming down full force on the back of your neck, upside down.
And it always takes like 2 to 3.
Down.
It always takes 2 to 3. It
makes
like an AA and PWF.
Makes no sense. Like that move to me is one of my like enders for sure. So
I know I saw it on another show, and I think it like once it was hit, it was like it was over. I just don't remember what show it was. Like, I remember somebody hit it, and I was like, oh, okay. It's over.
I used it.
Yeah, I think it was your show, maybe.
Because it's Del Rey's finisher.
Oh, yeah, that's where it was.
And she hit Chris with it, and it was done.
Sorry, there's like 70 matches this week. It's hard to remember them all.
Yeah, that's very fair. But yeah, like when she hits that, you're done.
Yeah.
Like, good night. See you next show. So that's what yours should be, because the Meltzer driver isn't in the old game.
Yeah, no.
So if you're gonna give you a new finisher, like that's a good finisher to have. But end the match with it. Like that would make you like real powerful in PWF if you had that, and like every time you hit it, it was over. So
yeah, I 100% agree.
Yeah, but sucks for you because you now don't have the belt.
Yeah, and it's funny. I like in my top 25, a lot of like my reasoning for putting people at certain spots was like, oh, they had a great reign with this title. And then what happens in the first week of 2022? You have Eddie Lee losing the BCW Heritage title. You have Victor X losing the EWE title. I lose my Mexico title. It's like, well, at least they waited till the new year.
six titles in CGW changed hands.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's hard sometimes to look at a match like unbiased when you lose a title, because like even if it is a game, it still sucks to lose your belts.
Yeah, you
like,
want
it's something
to
about
be
it. You're just like, damn. And it feels like I hope I move on to something good after this, because like, Darkstorm would come out after the match to signal himself as the next challenger. So it
Yeah.
seems like I'm already out of the picture.
Yeah. It
I
seems
like
like
to
it's
think I would like to put in my hat as the Rumble winner to face Brendan at
really.
Lucha 4.
That'd be interesting. You've won a Rumble, right?
Yes, I have won a Rumble. And Brendan has never beaten me in a singles match ever.
This is true. This
Yep.
is true. All right. Then we got the duos championship match.
Mhm.
The Alliance versus Sisters something.
I don't remember the tag name, but their names are Nyx and Eris, which I looked up later. They're kind of based off of these Greek goddesses' names. One is like goddess of the night, and then goddess of like I don't remember, but it's like based
All
off
right.
Greek god names.
That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
That's a cool little factoid. Didn't know that. That's pretty neat.
Mhm.
This match did not hold my attention.
It was
I
okay,
must
but it
say.
wasn't like same here. I didn't. It was like kind of the toilet break match, kind of.
Yeah, in a way.
Like I have nothing bad to say about it, but I have nothing like there was nothing in that match that was like impressed me that I was like, oh my god, or like you got this part of a match or
From
whatever.
from how they've been booked in other federations, I just see
Them as single
both
stars.
Star and Taylor as singles competitors,
Mm-hmm.
not as a team. And I get that was a way to bring them in,
Yeah,
but they're better
as
separate.
single skills.
Yeah.
I think right
So
now I think it's because since there's only one women's singles belt and the main champion is a heel. If you have both Taylor and Star in the division who are really good heels in their own right, I feel like what do you do with them?
yeah,
Heel feuds are almost like not that great.
I just don't know like any other team right now that could beat them for the
Mhm.
titles. So
I think the one team that maybe could beat them is Kat and Christina Vega because I know that's the team they beat in the finals for the belts.
all
So
right,
maybe
we'll see. So yeah, this was fine.
okay.
Next we got probably my match of the night.
If
If I
I remember what it is, it probably is too because I don't
if
remember
I
the order.
if I had to pick,
Yeah,
Total Destruction
yeah,
versus The Shining 6-man
yeah.
elimination tag.
That was my favorite match too. Yeah.
Yeah, this was definitely the best one.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot that happened, but I think
I think it worked here in this
it
case.
worked, and The Shining seemed to be being set up in a way that they could be like a big stable that moves higher up the card.
Yeah,
Like right now, they're still new
yeah.
relatively,
They
so they're
actually
still
debuted this season too. So
yeah, so they're still finding their footing a little
Mhm.
bit, but they've got some good members there.
Yeah,
Brett and Cass, Chuck Watson, who are the
Mhm.
three in this match.
Yeah.
There's two others.
There's two more. One of them was kind of like one of them's kind of like a graduated young lion of sorts, and that's Scott Starr. And then the other one is like another cruiserweight named Johnny Balmer.
Okay.
At first it started out with those two and Brett, and like they lost like a 6-man tag to Los Ingobernables. Like you don't think too much of it. You're like, oh, new stable, okay. And then like I think it was Verano de Escandalo or something that like they start targeting Total Destruction, which is why they're in a match because Cass was feuding with them, and then the Total Destruction starts beating up Cass, and then the Shining comes out. They save Cass, and then Cass joins in. So
And then
that's a continuation.
they got Chuck Watson. I think
Yeah.
at their most recent show too.
Yes.
So that was his heel turn.
Mhm.
So it's not a bad group.
Oh no, it has very much big potential.
Yeah.
Especially since Brett is a former PWF champion.
Yeah. So him being the leader with basically like if you had to say like Cass would probably be like the second
Yeah, he's
guy,
definitely the second guy.
but like those two being the two to mentor basically the other three younger guys,
Mhm.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like that's a solid 2 guys
Mm-hmm.
teaching, you know, and
100%.
helping bringing them up. This match ended with Brett and Watson still alive.
Yeah.
I thought this might have came down to just like a one-on-one situation,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not what happened. The order of elimination was Cass, then
All
Maui,
3 of them.
then Bull, and then
Mahadi.
Mahadi. Yeah, I liked it.
Great match too. One thing I forgot was like at the beginning of the match, and it starts off with Brett and Mahadi. Mahadi. Brett and
Mahadi.
Mahadi. Da-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Brett and Mahadi. Like
Brett doing the fucking.
I instantly just think of, oh yeah, they're like close friends in real life, and they're in their own group and other promotions. So already there's another established history there, and it makes this feud even better because of it.
Mm-hmm.
So like I would say The Shining is definitely one of the standouts of season 4 so far. Just like
Yeah.
it went under the radar, and then now they're doing really good, and they can move up going forward.
Yeah. So interested to see where they go from here. I would assume they're probably going to go for the trios belts.
Yeah.
Or 3 of them at least will go for them.
Yeah, because I think Los Ingobernables are not really doing anything right now because they just finished up a feud with Lale.
Because right now it would probably,
open.
for me, I think it would probably be Cass led with the 2 younger ones.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Because Watson's the cruiserweight champion, so he doesn't need the trios belt.
Exactly.
Then Brett could go for whatever.
Yeah, I
He
feel like
could go for the world title because Brendan is a face.
that could work. I think it might be too soon for that. I think maybe give Brett like a 1v1 against Mahadi, have Brett win, and then build up. Especially since Mahadi beat Jacob Cass, who's kind of like the secondary. So then Mahadi would fight 1-on-1 against Brett. And plus Brett did pin Mahadi to win the match. So
all right. Yeah, that'd be good. But that's kind of where I see them going. Next, we got a Lale promo. They basically were doing an open challenge type thing.
Yeah.
So I liked the initial reaction of Birds of Prey coming out.
They look
I thought that they do
in that style.
Love the classic Birds of Prey look. They with their history from Tremors, you know, the unexpectedness of Lale showing up there, this had the same effect, and I liked it. I didn't like how we got there. I didn't like how it was, we challenge a team from the locker room. We challenge a team from the AWC. We challenge a team from No Mercy. We challenge a team from, just say we want a match against any team and have them just come out.
Yeah.
You'd get a much bigger reaction that way.
I wouldn't even have minded if it was like we challenge any team in the locker room, no one shows up, and it's like, nobody, like everybody's too scared to face, and then they get cut off by Birds of Prey. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Make them think, oh, okay, I guess we're not gonna have a match, and it's just a promo, and then bam, Birds of Prey.
Yeah, like that. I think that would have been great.
Best way.
Yeah. So I liked the prospect of the matchup.
Yeah.
The match kind of fell flat for me.
Okay.
Especially the ending. The ending was weird because it was like they would hit a finish and then they Irish whip one out the ring. And then on the other side of the ring, the other team hit a finish and tossed them out the ring. And then the 2 who were left standing hit a finish and they tossed them out the ring. It's like, make a pinfall.
Yeah.
Somebody go for a cover or a submission attempt, something, please.
I would have fixed it where it was like, you know how like in 6-man tags, everyone kind of gets their shit in. Like one of them hits a finish on the other one comes in, hits the finish on the other.
Finish your fest.
Yeah, just do that instead of the throw them out and then do the shit.
Yeah, like just something like clean that up. And I don't know. They just the ending of the match was just a little flat.
I will say for me though, I did like at least the last part where I think it was Danny on the outside. He's like, dang it, we're not gonna lose to these guys again. And then they pull like the Eddie Guerrero move to like kind of distract the ref, and then they take advantage of the situation and win. I like
Yeah,
that part, but I
yeah, that
would agree
was
with you that I did not like the finisher Irish whip over and over and over.
yeah, it was just very weird. But I do agree with you that
Mhm,
like they're just unwillingness to lose
mhm.
was good to
I do.
carry them through to the
I will
end.
say I do like that. Maybe this sets up for an eventual tiebreaker somewhere down the line.
It's possible,
FWF or PWF.
very
I don't know.
possible.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what either person's
Mhm.
plans are when it comes to those two.
I would love to see
Um,
a tag team ladder match between them because I think both teams could do great stuff in the ladder match.
as long as it was worked really well,
Yeah, if it's
then
worked really
yeah,
well.
yeah, it would be good because both teams are good.
Hmm.
It's not that they aren't.
They
Just
were they were up there for 2021.
there you go.
I understand.
All right, and then we got the main event.
Mm. You want me to go first before you
Yes,
go?
please go ahead.
I will say
Please.
though, I did like some pros for me. I did like DJ's aggression to a degree. I did like when he attacks Brendan before the match starts and just goes like attacking him, just like, okay, I'm gonna win this belt as quick as possible.
Mhm.
I might have to injure him if I have to. I did like that. Trying to remember. I did like the spot where this it was near the end where DJ does like a suicide dive through the ropes and then bam, execution. I love that.
Yeah, that was sick.
But to the cons, I'll go back to the aggression. I didn't think DJ had to attack the ref since that didn't lead to anything.
Nope.
Had it been like somebody else, or like, ooh, imagine like another ref comes out, but then Johnny Extreme like attacks the ref, like, oh, now Johnny's a ref or something like that, instead of just a random
Oh, that would have been
weird
so
looking guy.
cool.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, shit just got very unpredictable now. Or like even if
Yeah.
it isn't Johnny, like some or like somebody significant to where it's like, oh, okay, could this person factor into the finish here?
No, now that you said Johnny, I want that to be the one. That
Yeah.
would have been so interesting because it's like, where does his where does his loyalties lie? Like,
Mhm.
would he?
Maybe he says fuck both of them and just attacks both. Match ends in a no contest.
The Extreme Rules match ends in a no contest. What is this?
WWE.
Hell in a Cell twice?
Maybe. Oh, now you just gave me the flashback. You unlocked
Yeah.
the nightmares.
Yeah, so bad.
Yeah. But my other con, I'll keep it to myself so you make sure you don't go into a rage. But I will say that the suicide dive to the execution should have been the finish.
Yep.
Anything after that was kind of just too much.
Yep.
As
That would have made
cool as the flaming table spot is, because it's always cool. It will if it's unnecessary, it's only cool for a second, and then you're just left like, did we need that though?
yeah, it just not for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, the execution was awesome. Like
Mhm.
the slide out, sick. Just yeah, if it had ended there, good match.
Yeah.
Really good. Would have been real happy with that. But
It didn't.
the one, no, it didn't. And that's what kills me. That's what I'm saying. Like that should have that could end a match with anybody. It doesn't have to just be DJ. Like they could just get done.
Yeah.
The one spot that I didn't like was DJ hits a super kick. Like this is at like the very end of the match. He
Mhm.
finally hits that super kick. There is not an attempt at a cover. There is not an attempt at anything.
Mhm.
He's immediately Irish whipping Brendan, and he Irish whips him, and basically like he pops him up so that Brendan
Oh,
is like
yes.
Brendan's stomach is facing the ring. The next thing you see is Brendan hitting the execution there.
Uh-huh.
He would have had to rotate 180 in the air unassisted to make that happen in like a split second. I was like, what is happening? How are you able to hit this when the last move you took was the super kick? How did you hit that? And it didn't even line up. I was like, no, it did not work for me. The fire table didn't need to be there. I do like DJ's aggression in the beginning.
Yeah, to a degree.
Because he is a heel. He's supposed to do that. Yeah. That was all good. The if you wanna do the referee thing, right, where he goes after the referee, maybe back. It's already an Extreme Rules match, so it's not like you have to knock him down to like use weapons or anything. You can just back him into a corner, like intimidate him. If this was real wrestling, like maybe like grab him by the shirt or something, like hold him up, like how dare you, like son of a something. You didn't need to hit him with the steps. Like you picked up the steel stairs and hit the referee. For what? Like, no, I didn't like that at all. And then you had, I don't even know who the ref was.
It's nobody. I think my perspective is that he, like DJ knocks out basically Charles Robinson, and then you can't have another Charles Robinson come out. So I think maybe that's why he made that.
But just in this fantasy book here, of Johnny coming out and being the one, that would have been awesome because that would have changed the whole match. Right? Let's say that's what happened. Now we get to the ending spot that I was just talking about. DJ hits the super kick on Brendan. Johnny hits DJ with a push canceller. Pulls Brendan on top of DJ and makes the count himself. Screwing DJ out of the match.
Yes.
Giving Brendan the win. Pick Brendan up. Push canceller. Johnny raises the title.
Yeah. That would be really cool.
That would have been awesome.
And also it would have fixed some problems. Like, we could still have the execution to the suicide dive, right? Brendan goes for the pin and then Johnny's just like,
nah, I don't feel like it.
And then it could still happen without it being like, oh, that didn't finish the match.
Yeah.
And then even then you could still have the flaming table, and it's like, oh, I don't want to pin. I don't feel like it. And then and then there you get more DJ aggression on the ref, push cancer, and
it adds a whole other layer to the story because Johnny is a part of it.
Yeah.
So, that would have been great. Yeah. That would have changed my opinion on that match. 180. That would have been so good.
This is why people do the rebooking videos. It's just so fun.
The director's cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just Brendan's still champion. Fine. I didn't when that match was announced, I was like, I'm not winning. Brendan's winning. He just won it. Like I'm not winning it back on a match, on a show that has no build. Like I'm not winning. I didn't need to win. I don't need to win the title. I don't want to see DJ fight Brendan for that title though. For a little while. I want him go do something else. Fight somebody else. I don't know who that would be, but do something else.
Even if DJ's like, I want to fight for the title again, at least have him be like in that number one contenders match or something with like a bunch of other people, and still lose. Don't have to make him get pinned, whatever, because it's a multi-man. But like, and then you just like keep DJ to the side till you have something for him. Yeah, that's how I would do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Because I think after this, he does his usual like five episodes build to the next pay-per-view, which would be Royal Rumble. So I think that would be my way of doing it.
Yeah, DJ should definitely be. I think if he's going to be anywhere on that, he should just be in the Rumble match.
Yeah,
don't need to win that either. Just needs to be in it, away from that title. You can even go back for the title that he cashed in.
Yeah, that would make sense. I think Manny put up brackets for the Rey de Reyes. I don't remember I don't remember if DJ's in it.
He's not.
Ah, damn.
I don't remember either.
I wouldn't even mind it.
I know he's not in it though.
You know, here's my booking thing. From here on out, let's just make DJ Hero go DJ crazy.
Oh god.
Attack someone in the tournament, take that person's place, have them however far you want in the tournament. Doesn't win, and then still goes crazy and just attacks people. Like kind of like how Blue Star did back in 2013. I wouldn't mind it.
Well, now that you've made the comparison to Blue Star,
Yeah, now it's not happening.
I don't mind. I don't mind that.
Oh,
Sounds all right. You know,
La champion, la crazy.
We'll do I'll come out like Painmaker Chris Jericho.
Ooh, that could be a way to go.
Spike jacket.
We don't have that
fedora,
in UCT yet.
The like cross black eye face paint.
Mm-hmm.
The like mouth or whatever the fuck. Just give
Keep
him that whole.
Keep that hairstyle where you have like that ponytail less, because I think it would go well with that.
Yeah.
Have that because because I've seen you now with 2 shows where you have that ponytail.
Yep.
That might be a new look going forward.
I mean, I had a different idea for how OCW was going to start this year. I had a video made and everything. It was going to be like a couple of panning shots of the OCW like performance center, but like just an empty, it's just empty seats.
Yeah.
And DJ's just standing on the ramp and he's got a full beard and longer hair. Like these last couple of months have just been like really tough for him. So he's kind of like let himself go. And then Ninja finds him there and they're both like, let's make it again. This. Yeah. Let's try this again. But from a different like point of view, like a different way of doing this.
Yeah. It would make sense too. Cause let's say because the old version of OCW before the reboot kind of died. So for OCW to die twice, that would hit DJ Hero hard.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, it's like I thought I could redo it all over again. And then it still happened.
Yep.
And then it's like, just do it one more time. We got it.
Yeah. So that was what we were going to do. So that's why he has the ponytail.
Gotcha.
I just never bothered to change it, but I didn't want the full beard. I just wanted.
Yeah. But now everybody knows that's the secret origin.
Yeah.
Behind your new hairstyle.
It's true. All right. Well, kind of got off topic there at the end, but that's all right. This was PWF Sobre Limite. Again, if you have not checked out the show, link in the description below. Follow us on Twitter at UCT Extra. Subscribe and follow other UCT federations. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
See ya.